G'day guys and girls, welcome back to the channel and my first video for 2024. In this one, I'm going to upgrade my rear motor mount. I've currently got a mount tube on with the yellow Powerflex bushes, but I'm going to put the Powerflex one in with their purple bushes. This is the kit. So Powerflex Australia don't actually list this on their site, or at least they didn't at the time. So they worked with me and Powerflex UK to get me this one. Really nicely packaged as usual. They've got a really nice, I'll get this out and show you, really nicely presented new mount. We've got a little front bracket here, 2 front bushes, 2 rear bushes, some looby, a spacer, and that's the kit for the new one. Installation is going to be simple because I don't have the extra brackets that attach to the catalytic converter. So for me, it's just going to be 2 bolts. Here's the Powerflex mount itself, all unpackaged. Really nice billet aluminium, really light, nicely branded. So we're going to put this together. We're going to use our grease, and the Powerflex logo will face down. So this will be towards the back of the car. So this is the orientation that you do it. Get a bit of grease. All around. Now this is going to be a bit hard to still fit in, because it needs to be a snug fit. There's one side. Get the other big one. You don't need heaps, just enough to be able to squeeze it in. There you go. It's a nice snug fit. And now, gonna lube up your finger, grease it up good, and get in there. Because now's the hard part. Enjoying that a bit too much. Now's the hard part of putting this in. Ooh, getting very excited. So it's come in there pretty easy. It wants to pop out the other side. Like a glove. That's good. It's actually went in pretty well. I don't know if you saw, I just pushed down on it on the floor. So that's the back done. The front is going to be very much the same. So again, Powerflex on the bottom. You're going to get this piece here, and that's going to stick out that way, because that's the way it's going to sit in your car. So again, just a little bit of grease. Slot it in. Get your second one. They go in easy, but they're very snug. They're a very snug fit, so that's good. And now you want to finger the front hole. There we go. And now this one. That one's a bit harder. I'm just going to off camera try and fit that in, and then we'll come back to it. And here we have it, all fitted up. I did have to use a rubber mallet. This one was pretty tight. Probably should have used a bit more grease, but I just used a rubber mallet gently in a piece of wood just to get that through all the way. But that's a cool looking engine mount as far as rear engine mounts go. Now we've just got to slide under the car and install it. Here's my Mountune mount, the outgoing one. Still in really good condition. See lots of videos of these failing, but mine's been in for about 3 years and it's perfect. So that's really, really cool. As you can see, I've only got the 2 bolts, front and back. There's usually a bracket just above it, and you can see my silver downpipe there. There's usually a bracket that bolts to that. If you need a tutorial on how to do that, they should all be 13mm bolts, but I can link you my install of this one so that you can see that. So 13mm, we'll use the DAC and we'll get that one out. Just one quick issue I've encountered. The tube that goes through the front bushes is actually lodged into this black bracket. So the 2 bolts above it, again 13mm, I've loosened them off. The washer and the spacer on this one has come out. I'll just have to knock that out and then it'll come free. Just before I do the bolts up, we've got this in. You can see one of the large washers at the back there. They've got one on either side. And then your longest bolt goes through the front and the slightly shorter one at the back. So I'll do these up. Torque specs, the only torque specs I've found for these is 48 Newton meters. So I'll do that, and then you're supposed to drive it about 100 miles, I think it says, and then I'll drive it for about 2 weeks and then we'll retorque them. So I've been out in the car all day basically, just driving around. I do expect that this mount will settle in just a little bit, not as much as the yellow bushes. When I did the trans and the driver's side Powerflex inserts, I've got about the same vibration again as when they were brand new, but they did settle. They're mostly yellow, although the trans one is yellow and there's a purple bit with it as well. I don't expect it to settle that much. There was more vibration at idle. There was more vibration taking off from a standing start, say at a set of lights or at an intersection. But aside from that, it's still livable. And for the fact that you're getting a stiffer engine mount, it's going to be good for track days and things like that. So I'm very happy. Again, thank you to Powerflex Australia and Powerflex in the UK for, sending me these parts, organising, especially for the motor mount, which isn't readily available in Australia. I do appreciate it very much. And check out their websites if you're looking at upgrading your mounts, but you don't want to go the full extent of, say, your driver's side and passenger side mounts. If you just want something easy that's going to make the standard mounts a bit more rigid, definitely check them out. I'm enjoying them. I've had no problems with them. They've been in for nearly a year now, and they've been perfectly fine. They're in fantastic condition. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you Powerflex, and don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. I always try and reply to my comments. I always try and interact with you guys as best I can. If you've got any questions or got any comments for me that you want to make, we can definitely have a chat in the comment section. But thanks for watching guys. Happy 2024. There'll be more to come.